Hey everybody, Chris here. So what is Dogecoin waiting for? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And on live streams, we've not only been covering Dogecoin, we've been covering the other memes that have been running. Most lately, it's been the pump.fun, new pump meme token, and BONK and PENGU. But last month it was like Fartcoin and other things. And next month it's going to be something else. One of these days it's going to be Doge's turn. But right now we're watching Dogecoin. Hey, yesterday was all about buy the dip. And people say, oh, you always say that, buy the dip. Well, Doge is back up from that dip. And if you didn't buy that dip, you missed out. Will you get another chance? Maybe. Let's get into it. Let me show you the charts and the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart, and we are over 20 cents. That's right, we had the dip down just below 19 cents here yesterday. You could have gotten Doge at 18.95 here. That was the dip. Now back over 20 cents. But I just heard the pinger, right? I got my pinger on. I'm checking to see where the liquidations are, long and short. And what just happened on the pinger is the Trump token. Just this morning, just had a $350,000 short get wiped out. Over $10. What? Over $10? Here's Trump token right now. It's taking off for some reason. Of course it would take off right after I sell it, right? Right after I sell it, it starts going crazy. It's up 9%. But you know what? It's up 9%. But the pump is up 16%. I swapped the Trump for the pump token, and the pump token is up 16% on the day. So, hey, we're all winning, right? We're all winning. If you held on to your Trump collectibles, well, now we're getting a little run. We will check in more on what the Trump token is doing on my next live stream, which will be Wednesday afternoon, starting about 4:30 time frame. So make sure you're subscribed, you got your notifications on, because there's a lot going on in crypto right now. It's all over the place. It really is all over the place. I mean, look at BONK. BONK is up another 12% today. Look, BONK, just look at this. It just keeps going up. Here's where I bought it down here. And you guys are, what are you buying BONK for, right? And I told you guys what was happening with BONK and PUMP as well. So why not have a little fun with some of these while we're waiting on Doge? In the end, I'm going to roll it all back into Doge, and I'll have more Doge. So what are we waiting for? And what's going on with Doge? Well, again, we had the losses, right, on the pullback. Of course, when Bitcoin goes down, Doge goes down a little harder, right? So that leads to those buying opportunities on the dip. So if you got Doge in the 18s on this last dip, that's a good price because Doge is now over 20 cents. Will it dip back down? Maybe into the 19s right now, but we're seeing some bullish moves on Bitcoin right now. It was just over 119,000. And then we have ETH, of course, moving, and ETH is now over 3,100. That's right, ETH is over 3,100 now. So that is all very bullish for moves going forward. Of course, yesterday it was all about Doge plunges 7% as Bitcoin retreats. But the AI app is saying Doge's rebound off 19 cents shows dip buyers are active. Momentum is split. Open interest and market cap ticked up while volume cooled, signaling consolidation after the sharp drop. Social chatter is still bullish. Core holders touting integrations, long-term upside. So, I mean, that's all still there for Doge. Meanwhile, you get the Bitcoin maxis and these other accounts, right? Bitcoin is ripping. $125,000 Bitcoin is happening today, and the Alva app is like, no, not seeing 125K today. Momentum is strong, but even the AI app here on X is telling this guy, yeah, no, that's not happening. I think that's hilarious. How about ETH though? Again, ETH breaking out, retest support, and then we'll move higher. I mean, this is the classic ETH kind of breakout crossover on the MACD, on the RSI, and on price, all looking favorable for ETH, which of course it means Bitcoin dominance is heading downward. Slowly but surely, went from 66 down in the 63s now. Again, we'll be looking at that as well in the live stream and how Bitcoin dominance is doing. And I have my outlook on Bitcoin dominance over the next few months as well. Dogecoin Fear and Greed Index, look at that. It's at 69. It's at 69, right in the middle of the greed. Not an extreme greed yet, but we're greed. 69. Just a number, right? It's just a number. And Trader Tardigrade, he's looking at these patterns and he's saying, look, we just had this daily hammer candlestick pattern, which is a bullish reversal indicator, typically appears at the bottom of a downtrend or end of a consolidation phase, characterized by a small body at the upper end of the trading range and a long lower wick. And that wick is what came down to 1895 right there. And look at that. In the day, it went right back up. So the pattern indicates sellers initially drove prices down, but buyers pushed them back up, closing near the opening price. This suggests a potential shift in market sentiment from neutral to bullish in the current Doge context. So that is very bullish. And of course, we can also look on our Doge chart and we can see the same thing. Right. So there it is. And what do we have following that? That hammer candlestick there, green. We have green going up higher, now over 20 cents on Doge. So it's not the most bullish chart when you compare it to what PENGU and PUMP and BONK and now Trump is even doing. But they run, right? And next week it'll be some other meme that will run. That's how those go. And one day it's going to be Dogecoin. Is that right? That's right. Are you worried about your Doge holdings? Are you worried about it? Because Doge, I mean, we had a big run for Doge, have this pullback, dip buying opportunity, bounce off of that support at 19 cents and move higher. Classic sort of trading pattern that we have. But look, historically, Doge and Bitcoin have shared strong correlation. This means Bitcoin's price movements often dictate Doge's rally. And as we have shown, on the green days, Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin, but on those pullbacks, on those red days, Doge drops harder. That's a given. We've been charting all of that out. But Doge also has its own spot ETF applications waiting for approval. An ETF approval will likely lead to a surge in institutional inflows for Doge. Such a scenario could lead to Doge hitting a new all-time high. Because on Bitcoin, its record price movements followed the SEC's approval of its spot ETFs back in 2024. What's going to happen with Dogecoin? This cycle has likely seen more institutional inflows than retail participation. Yeah, where's retail, right? A spot ETF approval could lead to Doge seeing the necessary inflows to reclaim its peak price levels. The lack of retail investors this cycle could be due to the Fed's decision not to lower interest rates. Like, where's the money, right? Where's the liquidity? President Trump has repeatedly asked for Fed Chair Jerome Powell to cut interest rates as soon as possible. A rate cut could lead to a resurgence of retail players. Such a development could lead to Doge experiencing continued rally. So that's all on the money, institutional side, all of that for Dogecoin even. And that's what we're talking about now, is all of that with Doge. That's in the fall. And we have to wait. Because I don't think we're going to see interest rates cuts until September. And then most likely the spot ETF for Dogecoin isn't going to be until October. So what about Doge, right? Well, Kaleo's like, look, let's run it back, all-time highs, let's go. Doge is all setting up for this big run. But Elon, right, if you believe that Elon Musk is going to be the Doge savior, right? He's the Doge father and all of that. Well, he's busy with his new toy, Grok, right? And if you've been around, you know what's going on with Grok and like the companion. So if you've been watching Annie, the new companion, and all these crazy upper level Annies that get spicy and all of that, and poor Rudy, the other character. I guess there's a guy who's going to be coming out too, but right now it's all about this, and I'm just like, oh my god. So Elon's having fun with this and not Dogecoin right now. So that's his new toy, is Grok, right? And what all of this going on. A lot of people having fun with this. Is he going to get back to Doge? Is he going to? We got the Tesla diner opening up, which with the supercharger stations and all of that. Elon said he's going to accept Dogecoin for that. But right now, it's all about Annie. So we'll see how that all plays out. Hey, our good friend Dima James Potts, though, guess what he just pulled out? Just what he pulled out yesterday. Yep, it is his $10 price prediction chart. Yet again, $10 plus for Dogecoin. And I'm just like, here we go again, right? With Bitcoin recently breaking to new all-time highs. On the weekly chart, Dogecoin currently sitting near key support. It's safe to say we've officially entered Doge season. And I'm like, not quite yet. Not quite yet. He's looking at his Fibonacci tool, and he's just like, look. He's clicking. The 2.61 is at, where is that at? Or the 1.6. I don't know these numbers. Where he's looking at these numbers and where he gets $10 here, up here. But he's looking at cycles, looking at the 4-year cycles. I'm a big believer in the 4-year cycles. We had the big run in 2017. It was a double run. 2020, 2021, you could kind of see a double run. Again, this is on a logarithmic scale. So, it goes from that first run, back around a penny. And then the follow-up run in April up to 73 cents on a logarithmic scale. You could say this November run was the first, similar to what we had back here in early 2017. Then we had consolidation and then the second run. So this consolidation that we've had could be for that second run. And how big is that second run going to be? Well, we will be watching that, and we'll be seeing how that goes going forward. That's what we're waiting for. That's what Doge can do. And so we be patient, right? We be patient, buying Doge on the dips. I know there's a lot of attention on these other memes. We cover them as well. It's nice to have a part of your portfolio that's like playing with those. My main portfolio is still Dogecoin because Doge is going to rip, and I'm just waiting for that. Again, none of this is financial advice. Leave your comments below. What are you waiting for Dogecoin or others? Let me know in the comments below. Give the video a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.